Alrighty. I said, young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, young man. Hi, everybody. Get everything set up, and now we're good to go. Hi, everybody. Hi, how are you? Guna Matina. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Peep Les Wexner, I got that queued up for you, son. Shag is here. Good morning, Shag. How are you? How are you, folks? Oh. Nelson, I gotta put some of those emotes from the Discord into this. I sent Nelson this one picture that I figured you guys would like as an emote. Look at Beans. He's sleeping. He's sleeping on me like a little baby. He's so fucking cute. Here's him with his eyes open. Little Bean. He's so fucking cute. I love that little fucker. And then here's Luigi. Little baby. Thank you for becoming a member for 2 months. Another day fighting capitalism. Indeedly and doodly and doddly. Let me turn this up a little bit. I feel like I sound a little bit quiet. There we go. I know, dude, they're so fucking cute. I can't handle it. A fascist trained today. Did you? I did not train yet today. I gotta train tomorrow. Or, sorry, not tomorrow. I gotta train after this. That's what I gotta do. Supreme Court just shut down tariffs? Yeah, I know. What do you think? I get on here unprepared? You out of your mind? Thanks for the $5, Lady Loxley. Do you think the Supreme Court ruling Trump's tariffs illegal will actually stick? No. Like, this is something that I've been trying to get people to understand. Is like, every time they're like, well, legally they're required to. Well, by law they're required to. Laws don't apply to these people. They don't give a fuck about legality. So, like, hopefully this will be a massive wake-up call, because the Supreme Court ruled that the tariffs are illegal, and then the tariffs will keep on being instated. You will continue to pay increased prices for foreign goods. So hopefully this will be a wake-up call. Like, the best thing that could happen is things like this. The Supreme Court coming out and saying, hey, this is illegal, and then Trump going, I don't care. The same way that, like, what did Trump say about voter ID? He said, we're doing voter ID whether Congress approves it or not. Like, those are huge wake-up calls. Thank you for the $20. Love you, Chris, my boy. Thanks, Trent. I appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a member for another month, Hunter. But you know what it really is like, he does shit like that. Like, he just did this in his meeting with the Legion of Doom, where he was like, yeah, the United States of America is pledging $10 billion to the Legion of Doom. And Congress is like, no, we're not. What? We didn't approve of that. But he doesn't give a fuck, because he's gonna do it regardless. It's my payday. I guess it's yours too. Ain't that something? Huh? Ain't that something? Anyway, thank you for the $10. DJT is a PDF. What a fucking name, dude. Thoughts on Greece banning social media for minors? I mean, I think it's a good thing, but I don't think they'll be able to do it. You know how fucking hard that would be to do? Like, kids will just get a phone and change their age on the fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you put in your age. So, I don't think it's gonna work. Chris, did you turn off comments, or is it YouTube's end? I figure it's not you since 5 other comments are turned off. 5 other people's comments are turned off. On what? I didn't turn off anything. There's plenty of comments right now. What are you talking about? What? You've been shadow banned, my friend? Dude, the Secret Service showed up at my door, and I'm permanently banned from Israel. And I have concrete evidence that I am the only person who is not allowed to post on TikTok. Like, not even kidding. Bro, I know. We know this, bro. I am one of the chief villains of the fascist regime. And as I say, judge me by my enemies, bro. They know how effective I am. They know how powerful this voice is, and they're like, nah, we have to prevent this guy from having, like, a base. Trump announced military strikes on Iran. I mean, he's been doing that, but, like, what do you mean by he announced it? Like, what do you mean? Do you mean, like, when he said during his meeting with the Legion of Doom, where he said, we're gonna bomb them in the next 10 days? You're permanently banned from Israel? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There goes my vacation plans. There goes my vacation plans. Weenie, go back to bed, sweet mama girl. Oh, she always starts when I start talking. I start talking and she knows that I'm not caught on a hot mic saying he's bombing Iran. Where? Trump caught... let me check Twitter. That'll probably have it. No shot. No shot. Trump hot mic says he's gonna bomb Iran. No shot. How long have you been alive? 5 minutes. Where is this video of him on a hot mic? Somebody's got to have that. Somebody's got to have that. Because we know he's going to bomb Iran. We don't even need a hot mic for that. We don't even need a hot mic for that. I have checked you, Advice by Louis, Secular Talk, and Moist Critical, and all y'all's comments are turned off. Hold on. Do you mean on YouTube videos? You mean on YouTube videos? There we go. I got the doc for later. Dude, there's comments all over this video. There's comments all over this video. You're part of the LGBTQ+? Well, I went to acting school, so of course I've had gay sex, but no, I am straight. Dead ass, though. I don't know what's going on here, man. There's comments everywhere. You still don't get it, huh? I like that. Let me let Luigi in real quick. Hold on. Weenie. Weenie. Wow, you're dancing. Wow, dancing girl. Come here, dancing girl. Wow, she loves coming in here. This is her favorite room. This is her favorite room. Here's her little playroom. All right, let's see. What is this? The hot mic you were talking about?
Are you considering a military strike? I guess.
Yeah, this is fake.
Are you considering a military strike? I guess.
Yeah, that's fake. Luigi, shush. That's fake as shit, dude. I'm not I'm not rolling with that. You fucking out of your mind? All right. Federal prisons ban gender affirming care for trans people. That tracks. Valenti Simp, the chief executive officer of DocuTussy Affairs. Zoe, lead link liaison. Aster, Snips clip farmer and link liaison. What the this is Beans. Beans stole a whole rotisserie chicken off the counter, not a piece, the whole fucking chicken. And then Samantha, chief editor. Y'all have way too much fun. I already have this queued up, the whitest kids you know shit. Yo, I'm curious though, like, do you think that's copyrighted? Do you guys think like a clip from The Whitest Kids You Know is copyrighted? Because it's not music, you know, but it is a scene from one of their things. So, one of their skits. Who knows? I'm gonna do it anyway. If you react to it and add to it, you're fine. All right, good. All right, what else do you guys got for me? Cuba's energy grid is down. Bernie Sanders full speech. Hassan interviews Bernie. I saw Hassan get attacked by a spider. That shit was hilarious. That's a Mossad drone, dude. Urgency. Federal prisons ban gender affirming care for trans people. This is literally genocide material. Really? I mean, what does this mean? That people, like trans people in federal prison, can't get gender affirming care? Because if I'm being honest, that doesn't seem insane. I don't agree with it, but that doesn't seem insane. The same way that a federal prisoner like can't get a whole bunch of fucking surgeries. There's a whole bunch of surgeries they can't get. This doesn't seem like out of character for an American federal prison. I'll check it out, though. That's their hormones, Chris? Yeah, but they don't need the hormones to survive. That's what I'm saying. Is like, I understand that if you don't give transgender people or people with body dysmorphia or gender dysmorphia, if you don't give them their hormones, it could lead to suicide. I understand that. I'll read into it more. Oh, so it's essentially forced detransitioning? Is that what you're saying? If a post-op trans person is taken off hormones like this policy requires, they will die without them. Their body is no longer capable of producing any sex hormones. In between the removal of prison rape protections for trans people in December and now this is a state-sanctioned torture for vulnerable group and was the first target of another fascist government you may be familiar with just under 100 years ago. Shit. Well, I mean, you are correct about that. The first target for the Nazis was the gender studies clinic. I forgot what part of Germany it was in, but they burnt that shit down. Valenti, yes, not allowing gender affirming care is a genocide in the sense that it's trying to destroy trans people as a group and ideology. I'm going to have to disagree with you there. Unfortunately. Guys, listen, you know I'm an ally, you know I'm a trans ally. I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I'm watching a genocide go down in Gaza. That's not happening to trans people in the United States. You need to be so fucking for real with yourself. I 100% agree that this is fucked up and that forcing trans people to not have access to their hormones is disgusting and that it is dangerous, but this is not a genocide and I'm not gonna fucking conflate those two. I'm not doing that. That's fucking crazy. Hey, Chris, here's the money I was gonna spend on my meds for seasonal allergies. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. You gotta go buy your meds, bro. You gotta go buy your meds, bro. Luigi, why are you crying? Don't cry. Then you don't understand genocide? Maybe I fucking don't understand genocide, man. I don't think this is a fucking genocide. I think this is an attempt at, you know, giving them less rights and treating them as, what's the word? As outsiders, as less than. But I don't think this is genocide. All right, I got a whole bunch of shit I want to talk about anyway. Alrighty. We have so many fucking links. We have so many links to discuss. Yes, it's inhumane. Thank you. It's inhumane, but I do not believe that is a form of genocide. Ugh. Trump Truth. I've got Trump's Truth queued up. Let me check it again just to see if he's got anything new. Nah, he doesn't. Doesn't got nothing new. Weenie, do you need me to bring your bed over here so you stop crying? All right, hold on. I gotta go grab her bed. In the meantime, I'm gonna hit you with an advertisement.
Hey there, you! Yeah, you! You tired of your boring, plain old wardrobe? Do you want to stand out in the crowd? You want to make heads turn, jaws drop, and hearts skip a beat? Well, have I got the deal of the century for you? ValentiVideos.myshopify.com is here with the merch explosion that'll blow your socks off and change your life. Check it out! we've got exclusive gear from the cutting edge of fashion. T-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and much more that'll make you be thinking, well, hell, where'd you get that? And guess what? You can get yours right now with just one click. That's right, don't wait. Act now, and you can be a proud owner of the hottest merch on the planet. Whether you're looking to chill out, stand out, or just feel like $1,000,000, we've got something for you. And hey, I know what you're thinking, but what about the price? Well, let me tell you, these prices are so low that you'd think we were giving it away for free. Now, get ready to rock the best merch in town.
All right. She's got a treat. She's got a bed. Beans has his treats. He's over there. Should be good to just dive right the fuck in. Personal updates for you. I am down to 241. That is, what is that? 24 pounds. I'm down to 241. That is 24 pounds I have lost in less than 2 months. We're approaching 2 months. Brothers. What's the goal? 215. How tall are you? 5'11". You're doing the inaugural Swoletariat Games. Attaboy. It's very important that you guys understand. You quite literally do not have permission to call yourself a revolutionary if you can't run a fucking mile. Call that fat shaming. Call that whatever the fuck you want. Call that body fascism. I don't care. I don't care. If you can't run a fucking mile, do not call yourself a revolutionary. Go to the fucking gym. What if you're disabled? Fuck us then. You have a completely different story. You gotta be the guy in the chair. If you literally are incapable of running a mile, not like you're too fat to do it, but you're disabled, get good with one of these. I'm gonna need you to become the guy that goes, I just gotta get past the firewall. And we're in. You gotta become guy in the chair, okay? You gotta become guy in the chair. If you are actually disabled and you cannot move, fucking learn how to hack. Become a hacker. Gotta learn. All right? All right? All right? Oh, hold on. Okay. And also, guys, I've seen people in wheelchairs with, like, you know, door stoppers? You know, like a door stopper? You put the door stopper behind you and you just unload it. You may not be able to run, but you can still fucking shoot. You've seen that? Oh, I've seen that. You've seen that. I've seen that. You must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, and all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Be a man, you must be swift. Dude, literally, this is the shit that I would be playing in the fucking operating room if I was a surgeon doing like bottom surgery on a trans person, like turning like a biological woman into a man. Be a man, you must be swift as a coursing river. Be a man with all the force of a great typhoon. Like, I'd be making dick out of clay and shit. I'd have a whole fucking chorus in there. It'd be so good. Be so good. Imagine you wake up, tube in your mouth, and all you hear is, and then they put you right back under. They're like, go back to bed! That shit would be fucking incredible. Hey, nothing wrong with being 5'11". Throw that motherfucker in the brig for 60 seconds for being, cute with me. Don't you be cute with me. Don't you fucking dare. $5. Hey, Chris, big fan. How do you keep your mental health in check while tuning into the nightmare news every day asking for a friend? Well, there's, two things. One of them is you need to accept the reality that, that we're all gonna die, and like, and like, whether Trump kills us or not, we're all gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So, like this, like your time on this planet, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, is so short that why not just shine a light on the fucking darkness and go, hey, what the fuck? Right? And on top of that, you got to smoke a lot of weed. And if you're straight, you have to eat so much pussy, and then you'll feel better. Okay? It's that simple. Spend some time with your friends and eat a lot of pussy and smoke some weed. You're good to go. You're good to go. Or ass. Pussy or ass. Doesn't matter. What if you're bi? I'm bipedal. Okay, that was stupid. That was fucking dumb. That was dumb. All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Oh, and therapy. I go to therapy once a week. Y'all ready? Here we go. All right, here we go. Trump met with the Legion of Doom today. If you don't know what I'm talking about, he came up with this bullshit called the Board of Peace to replace the United Nations. He is like the head of the Board of Peace for life. He's the emperor of planet Earth for life, according to him. And it costs, I think, like $1 billion to join the Board of Peace. It's just a Legion of Doom. It's got the worst fucking people on it that you could ever imagine. I mean, he invited Vladimir Putin to be on it. I'm pretty sure Bibi Netanyahu was on it. He's got the fucking head of FIFA on there. He's got Viktor Orban. He's got Javier Milei. It's just like the most evil, like, dictators and autocrats in the world assembled together because they're not allowed in the UN. And it was I'm not kidding when I say this. I think it was the weirdest fucking thing he's ever done. I think it was the weirdest conference, the weirdest meeting. Just none of the clips are good. They're all fucking insane. I got those together for you. JD Vance goes up there and tries to make a joke and nobody fucking laughs because he's such an unlovable piece of shit and everyone fucking hates him and he's got no fucking riz and he's constantly wearing eyeliner and mascara and it's eyeshadow and it's fucking weird. What else? Trump says aliens are real. Trump is doing the whitest kids you know thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but back when I was a kid, there was a hilarious group of comedians called the whitest kids you know. R.I.P. to Trevor Moore. He was killed by the U.S. government for speaking too much truth to power, allegedly. But the whitest kids you know has a skit where the United States is about to invade Iran. So they come out and they're like, yo, guess what? Aliens are real. There's bears on the moon. And like everyone in the press briefing is like, huh? What? And they're asking questions, and then eventually this one guy's like, are we bombing Iran? And the guy's like, Okay, you got me. So yeah, no, Trump literally says aliens are real and we're declassifying the documents. This is to bury the Epstein files and to bury the fact that we're about to enter World War III, unironically. Trump himself says we're gonna bomb Iran in the next 10 days. That's a lie. He's trying to give them wiggle room, false hope. They think they have 10 days. They don't. I think they have 24 hours. I'm not kidding. I think we're gonna bomb Iran tonight. I think we're going to bomb Iran tonight. And it will not be a precision airstrike. It will be boots on the ground, full-fledged warfare that they'll claim is only going to last 2 weeks or 2 months. It's actually going to last fucking years. We're entering a new forever war. And I also believe that Israel is going to use tactical nuclear weapons on the Iranian ballistic missile silos. I genuinely believe that. Come at me when it's done and over, and you'll be like, how the fuck did you know? And I don't know, maybe I'm a prophet. That's a joke. I just study history and I understand what the fuck is going to happen in the future. And then other than that, the last breaking news story that we're going to talk about is this. The Supreme Court rules that Trump's sweeping emergency tariffs are illegal. So all of the increased prices that you, the American consumer, are paying for foreign goods, well, the Supreme Court has finally ruled that that shit's illegal and must be reversed. Now, here's the thing. This is a moment of truth for the American public, because as we know, laws don't apply to the fascists. They do not give a shit about what's legal or what's lawful. And you always have these fucking libtards going, well, according to the law or legally, they have to do that. Laws don't apply to these people. They do not give a fuck about laws. So this will be a wake-up call, because the entire country is now going to see whether or not Donald Trump respects the Supreme Court. We already know he doesn't. He has violated the Supreme Court multiple times, but, you know, this was back when a lot of these fucking red hat wearing retards didn't understand the importance of the Supreme Court. Maybe now that they're suffering and they can't afford bills and they have to choose between groceries or paying the rent and they don't have health care anymore and their local rural hospital is shutting down, maybe now that they're fucking suffering, they'll actually start to give a shit. Because as you know, the red hat wearing retards only care when their life is affected. They are actually incapable of putting themselves in somebody else's shoes. They can't do it. And it's because they're low IQ fucking retards. Anyway, I'm not opening any more links for this video. Thank you, Malenti, though. We're going to dive right the fuck in and start talking about this. Supreme Court rules that Trump's sweeping emergency tariffs are illegal. The Supreme Court on Friday ruled, and today is Friday, by the way, ruled that President Donald Trump violated federal law when he unilaterally imposed sweeping tariffs across the globe. A striking loss for the White House on an issue that has been central for the president's foreign policy and economic agenda. This decision is arguably the most important loss the second Trump regime has sustained, as the conservative Supreme Court, which lasts years, repeatedly sided with the president in a series of emergency rulings on immigration, the firing of leaders of independent agencies, and deep cuts to government spending. So this is important. I need you to understand this. The Supreme Court is packed. It is a conservative Supreme Court. This is a Donald Trump Supreme Court. And even they are like, nah, son, you can't fucking do this. And this goes to like what we've been seeing online, where it's like regular run-of-the-mill toothless hicks like making $30,000 a year calling into like Newsmax on the verge of tears, apologizing for have ever supported Donald Trump. His numbers are dwindling so much that I have not seen a proud Trump supporter in a dog's age, bro. They used to have complete control over social media. You know what I'm saying? They used to like drive the fucking bus. But, you know, Donald Trump is a pedophile, sex trafficking, rapist, cannibal, and he bombs every nation he can get his fucking hands on. He bombed Yemen, he bombed Somalia, he bombed Nigeria, bombed Iran, bombed Venezuela. Like, I could just keep on going. Threatened to invade Greenland, threatened to go to war with NATO, threatened to invade Canada, threatened to invade Mexico. I'm sure he's bombed more nations than what I just fucking told you. It never ends. On top of that, he's like getting rid of the ACA subsidies. He refuses to release the Epstein files. Like, he is, without, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the worst president in American history. And I would argue he is the most corrupt politician in American history. But, and I don't mean the most corrupt president. There's only been 47. I mean, out of every elected position, every politician throughout our 250-year-long history, I genuinely believe that motherfucker is the most corrupt man to ever have political power. Fucking ever. Not to mention the fact that he rug pulled his fucking supporters the day he got inaugurated out of like $2 billion for some shit crypto coin, which, again, if you ever bought a Trump coin or a Melania coin, I genuinely hope you go bankrupt. I genuinely hope the rest of your life you fucking suffer and you starve. I actually hope, because I think you're useless. I think you're useless to our society. There's no shot that somebody stupid enough to buy a Trump coin is an effective member of our society. You'd be better off fucking enslaved in a gulag, chipping away at fucking silver in a mine. All right, we're gonna keep going, but real quick break. Hi, I'm Chris Valenti. Welcome to the Valenti VOD. I'm a dirtbag leftist. I'm a socialist. I fucking hate fascists. I don't make too much money on this channel because this is a political channel and I am not a loyalist to the Fuhrer. I don't do sponsors. I have no advertisements. I've never had a conversation with a billionaire, a government, a PAC, any of that shit. So the money that I do make comes directly from you, the viewer. This is grassroots funded independent media. There's not a lot of that out there. A lot of people are online media. Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, Charlie Kirk, but they were not independent. They were getting ad deals and sponsors and all that shit. I don't have that. So if you do want to support the channel financially, please do. You could buy merch like the posters and the mugs and the hoodies. You can click the thanks button down below to tip me directly. You'll get your fucking name on the cube when you do that. You can click the join button down below to become a member for $5. That'll give you early access to a lot of the videos and it'll give you access to the member only emotes. And then last but not least, you can become a patron on Patreon. $2, $5, $10, whatever you want to donate. I really appreciate you. Last but not least, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It costs you nothing. Thank you for that $10, Chris. I appreciate you. Anyway, so Trump gets absolutely ass-fucked by the Supreme Court, right? And now there's a couple of things I want to show you before we go into the Legion of Doom meeting. I want you to see this, bro. So you know how, like, Israel and the United States has actually destroyed Gaza, like leveled it, like there's fuck all left? This cocksucker, Mike Huckabee, the U.S. ambassador to Israel, he just said on Fox News that Israel shouldn't have to pay a single penny to rebuild Gaza, and actually Israel should get reparations. Who do you think he's talking about paying that reparations? Not the people of Gaza. You, Western man. You, Western woman. You, Western them. They want you. So you and your money paid Israel so that they could commit a genocide on the Palestinians. And now poor Israel deserves reparations because they went through so much trauma. So now you are also going to pay more money to the Israelis and give them back the money that they had to spend, which was your money in the first place. Brother, I'm inching closer and closer to being like, we've got a nuclear arsenal. Ah! I'm kidding. I'm joking. Unless. No, I'm kidding. Unless. No, I'm kidding. All right, so get a look at this. Get a look at what Mike Huckabee had to say.
Should Israel be expected to even pay one penny to rebuild Gaza at this point?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'll tell you, if anything, there ought to be reparations to Israel for the extraordinary fight that they have had to conduct to get their hostages back, 252, including many Americans.
Bro, that is this is so disgusting. I actually think you should receive capital punishment for this. You might as well be an Israeli politician. You like, why are you role playing as an American politician? This is pro-Israel shit. This is like, if I ask this motherfucker America first or Israel first, only one of two things will happen. One, he'll say Israel first. Two, he'll refuse to answer the question and call me anti-Semitic. Guaranteed. Isn't he a crazy religious zealot? Of course he is. He's an evangelical Christian. Guys, let me explain something to you. There are more Christian Zionists than there are Jews on planet Earth. Think about that. Right? And it's because here in the United States of America, we have this evangelical Christian crowd, right? Now, the evangelical Christians are on a new level of mental retardation. These people believe in the rapture. They believe that one day Jesus will return, strip them of their clothing, and whisk them up into the sky, while also bringing about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and opening up the demons from hell to wage a 7-year-long war of Armageddon against the non-believers. And they believe that the rapture can only begin when the Jewish people hold the entirety of greater Israel, and then and only then will Jesus come down. This is actually what they believe, right? And this is why I say I have a deep disrespect for any religious person, and I do mean that. I don't care if you're Jewish, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, don't care. If you actually believe that this is a holy book and it's the word of God, I think you've got a mental disability. I think you've got religious psychosis. I think less of you. I don't give a fuck. And I'm sure many of you in this fucking chat are gonna get triggered by that. Cope, mold, seethe, eat my shitty fucking ass. I don't care. I don't think that. I'm an American. You know what? We have a separation of church and state, or at least we fucking used to. We're a secular society. Fuck you and your holy book. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. All right, this is a little clip I just wanted to show you. As you guys know, Les Wexner, he was revealed as one of as one of Jeffrey Epstein's co-conspirators, right? Meaning this guy is like fucking kids, right? And he's being asked questions by the House Oversight Committee, and I don't think his lawyer knew how much this mic picked up. Bro. I don't even want to tell you. Just listen.
It was just regularly done.
I'm gonna raise the volume a lot.
It's regularly done.
So you can hear this. I'm gonna raise the volume a lot. Listen to this.
Answer another question. 5 words, okay?
He just said, I will fucking kill you if you answer another question with more than 5 words, okay? Bro, I've had to go to court. I've had lawyers. If my lawyer ever said some shit like that to me, I think I'd clock him. I think I'd knock him out. That is so fucking nuts, dude. Play that again. Play that again.
Answer another question. 5 words, okay?
Bro, that is so fucking delusional. And that's because this motherfucker is too old and decrepit and not used to consequences that he probably doesn't understand that every word he's saying is going to be used against him in a court of law if he ends up in one. All right, now it is finally time for us to start talking about the Legion of Doom, Trump's Board of Peace meeting. But before we do, I have one last thing to show you. I want you to get a look at what Trump posted on Truth Social. Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, and unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and any and all information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America. All right, 2 things. 1, what? And 2, how the fuck are you gonna invoke the name of God when you're like, yo, guess what, folks? Alien life forms made by something, they might be here. Anyway, God bless America. Brother, you are about to cause so many Christians to literally fucking kill themselves. Because, like, hey, made in God's image. What? What is that? What made that? What image is that made in? You know what I'm saying? Dude, I also really hope that if aliens are real, which they are, that if aliens ever showed up, they wouldn't be bipedal, because every depiction that we ever have of them, we kind of make them sort of like humans, right? Like the Greys, they're bipedal, 2 legs, 2 arms, big head, gray eyes. You know, the reptilian shapeshifters, even they, 2 arms, 2 legs, scaly skin, the Andromeda Galaxy elf people, whatever. I want them to be so unbelievably impossible to comprehend that staring upon one would make you shit, piss, come, and cry. You know what I'm saying? Now that would be awesome. But the reason why I'm showing you this is because it reminds me of an old Whitest Kids You Know sketch, and I'm gonna play that for you right now. Get a look at this. I'm not playing the entire thing. Bro, I fucking love the Whitest Kids You Know. I also miss Trevor Moore so much, dude. R.I.P. Trevor Moore. That's the one talking right. Old sketch. But Trump is literally, unironically, doing that right now. Going, hey, and you want to know why I know that? Listen to him.
Qatar, countries, nobody could have signed. You would have had that threat. Nobody could have had, you couldn't have had peace in the Middle East. So now we may have to take it a step further, or we may not. Maybe we're going to make a deal. You're going to be finding out over the next probably 10 days.
Over the next 10 days, bro. You got 10 days before Donald Trump bombs Iran. Bullshit, by the way. He's giving them false hope. He's going to do it in the next 24 or 48 hours.
But this meeting today is proof with determined leadership, nothing is impossible.
Shut the fuck up, fat boy. All right, now it's time to start watching clips from the meeting with the Legion of Doom. I think I might have to mute this because of the... But I wanted to start off with the intro. Bro, look at this humiliation ritual. Look at... Like, this is... Watch this.
Does everybody like the music?
Does everybody like the music?
Good music.
The fucking Legion of Doom, bro. It's the fucking Legion of Doom. This is so embarrassing. They're just standing there, a bunch of fucking dipshits. All right, time to start going through the moments here. So, first of all, I do want to point out how absolutely fucking horrible he looks, bro. Dripping sweat off his fucking caked on makeup. I mean, the guy's decaying. The guy is decaying in real time.
Tariffs. Tariffs!
Oh, that was so loud. Holy fuck. We have a maggot in chat. Oh, if there is a Trump supporter in the chat, I want you to understand, you're actually a fucking retard.
Tariffs. Tariffs! Can you believe it? It said tariffs. And I gotta be before a court.
Dude, he's melting! He's fucking melting!
Can you believe it? This is like men playing in women's sports. Transgender for everybody. I have a new one to add. Voter ID. The Democrats don't want to give us voter ID because they want to cheat.
Dude, every accusation is a confession from these fucking fascists. He is currently actively doing everything he can to steal the midterm elections. Literally. And he's going, the Democrats, they want to cheat. Brother, you literally tried to overthrow the government. You literally tried to overthrow the United States government in a violent coup d'etat attempt. Ha! 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 I got more. I got more for you.
To Iraq, I was excited to go to Iraq, and I flew to Iraq. I was extremely brave.
Oh, I was so brave. I'm just the bravest boy.
Excited to go to Iraq, and I flew to Iraq. I was extremely brave. In fact, so brave I wanted to give myself the Congressional Medal of Honor. I said to my people, am I allowed to give myself the Congressional Medal of Honor? And, you know, I've given out so many to guys that are seriously brave. I mean, they come in with the arms are missing, the legs are missing.
Dude, what a fucking narcissistic piece of shit to want to give himself the fucking Medal of Honor, dude. Like, if Trump ever does get the Medal of Honor, anyone who gets it in the future, it means fuck all now. Because now the medal has been disgraced in and of itself.
The stories are so unbelievable. And I said, no, it's a little stretch if I gave myself one of them. But it's one of those things. Someday I'm going to try. I'm going to test the law. Brandon, I'm going to say, let's give it a shot. Maybe I'll win in court after everyone sues me. After radical left lunatics sue me. Now watch. The fake news, you know I'm having fun. The fake news will say, Donald Trump wants to give himself the Congressional Medal of Honor.
You just said you want to give yourself the Congressional Medal of Honor. Are we just not supposed to listen to anything you say? Are we not supposed to take anything you say seriously? This is the old fucking MAGA handbook where it's like, anything that I say that's good, I meant it. Anything that I say that's bad, I was just joking. It's like, dude, it's like the brain of a fucking 6-year-old.
But he was rebuffed by the audience, who stood up and booed the hell out of him. Though they say that kind of stuff.
I got more for you.
You believe it? It said tariffs. Tariffs!
Oh, wait, we just listened to
Can
that.
you believe his wife is going to be extremely... He said something that his wife is going to be extremely upset. I said, how are you doing? He said, President, if I didn't have all these cameras running, I would grab you and start kissing you violently. And I said, why is that? He said, because what you've done for us economically in this state, in this town, with the tariffs in particular. So I want
Fucking gay.
a good time going on. It's not worthy of heaven. I'm not going to make it.
You're right.
And I was having a good time going on. You know, I was having fun. I hope to make it. But I doubt I will, to be honest with you. A lot of you will. I'm not so sure. But I was having fun. The New York Times has a front page story. Donald Trump is now questioning his mortality.
Yeah.
They made it like I
Bro,
was...
we're
totally-
all questioning
You
your
can't
mortality. Look at what you look like. You are a morbidly obese elderly man with dementia. You have an intravenous disease. Your blood doesn't fucking flow properly. You take more aspirin than anybody alive. You eat Big Macs for dinner every single night. You don't believe in exercise. Your fat, disgusting body is spilling outside of your shoes and socks. Your hands are fucking blue, and you're passing out unconscious everywhere you fucking go. Dude, you're dying. You're dying. Of course you're questioning your fucking mortality. Of course you're thinking about heaven and hell, bro. You're dying. Oh my God. More for you.
Without tariffs, what would you do? You know what? Everybody would be bankrupt. Everybody. The whole country would be bankrupt. And I have to wait for this decision. I've been waiting forever. Forever. And the language is clear.
It's funny because he talked about this before the Supreme Court, because now you and I know that the Supreme Court ruled it was illegal. He genuinely thought they were going to rule in his favor.
This decision, I've been waiting forever. Forever. And the
He's going to crash the fuck out over this, by the way. He's going to crash the fuck out.
language is clear that I have the right to do it as president. I have the right to put tariffs on for national security.
Wrong. 100% wrong, to the point where the Supreme Court ruled that you were wrong, you fat fuck.
Purposes, countries that have been ripping us off for years, you know what they were doing? Using tariffs. Without tariffs, what would you do? You know what? Everybody would be bankrupt. Everybody.
Fucking dumbass.
Agreements for drug prices the other way. Agreements for drug prices, we're slashing drug prices by 400, 500, even 600%.
See, this is why I say Trump supporters are actually mentally retarded. I'm pretty sure there's one Trump supporter in here, bro. If they slashed drug prices by 600%, that would mean that you go to buy your drugs and they go, here's your drugs, sir, and here's your money. We'll pay you to take our drugs. You have to be actually mentally fucking retarded. You have to be. There's no other way around it. There's no other way around it.
Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Because we were paying the highest drug prices in the world, and now we're paying whatever the lowest price is in the world. That's the price we're paying. The other way.
Dude, he's so fucking stupid. And the worst part is I actually do think he believes in that, like, 600% number.
Way down. All of it's come down. We inherited a mess with high prices and high inflation, and we've turned it around and we've made it great. And they don't mention, like I said before, they don't mention the word affordability, Kelly. They don't mention it. I haven't heard the word in 2 weeks because they can't get away with the gig. It's all a con job with them. Airfares, hotels, car payments, rent, sports events, groceries, everything's down.
Yo, he's literally just telling you to not believe your lying eyes. Like, I know that you guys have to pay your bills. I know you have to buy groceries. I know, like, maybe some of you are taking flights and shit. None of that has gone down. Everything has gone up. He's just... Now, the thing is, he's either lying or he believes it. I used to think he was lying. I actually think he believes it. I actually think this motherfucker is so... like, lives in a different reality that he genuinely believes everything he's saying. And the worst part is he's a cult leader. So his cult followers will actually be paying more in rent. They'll actually be paying more in groceries. And they'll still say, I'm paying less for rent and less for groceries. Meanwhile, their wallets are hurting. They will deny their own reality in order to defend the Fuhrer, to defend the pedophile. Because listen, Trump supporters are subhuman. They're a subhuman class of vermin. They do not deserve the same rights as you. These are barely fucking people, dude. They do not live in the same reality as you. You need to start despising them. You cannot pity them. You cannot feel bad for them. You need to fucking despise them and label them as your enemy. And if you're not willing to do that, you will fucking lose.
Everything's down. Dairy, eggs, potatoes, and chicken. Core inflation is now the lowest of any time in more than 7 years.
Unbelievable. Hello from Japan. I want to say you made all this horrific news somewhat tolerable for me. Thank you, brother. And yes, free Palestine. All right, let's keep going.
And then I have to listen to the fake news talking about affordability. Affordability. You notice, what word have you not heard over the last 2 weeks? Affordability. Because I've won.
What? What?
On affordability, I had to go out and talk about it. But we inherited a mess. We inherited the worst inflation in history. And then I have to listen
That's
to the
so
fake
fucking
news.
stupid.
Talking, no credit for it. I don't even talk about this much. I get no credit for it. So
Nelson, they can use fucking emotes all they want.
I don't even talk about this much. I get no credit for it. So as president, I make $2 million over 4 years, $2.5 million. I waived it. I'm the only president that ever waived it. And they never, ever talk about it. But every week, some of the scum...
You want to know why nobody ever talks about the fact that you waived it? Because you have profited over $1.8 billion since the beginning of this term. Like, dude, your dumbass fucking supporters are like, well, he waived his salary. He should be making a couple of $1 million. The motherfucker has made $1 billion, almost $2 billion since he became the fucking president doing rug pulls. He put $300 million of stolen Venezuelan oil into a private Qatari bank account. His bank account, not the United States of America's government, his fucking bank account. He's suing his own DOJ for $10 billion, dude. Oh my God.
From the New York Times will call, did he waive it? And if my secretary would say, yes, he did. If I ever said, no, he didn't, it would be a headline scandal.
Brother, you do a headline scandal every fucking day because you flood the zone. You do like 50 illegal things. We focus on 2 of them. You get away with 48. That's how you operate.
Mail-in ballots are crooked as hell. We're the only country in the world that use this type of mail-in ballot.
Complete bullshit lie. There's like 50 plus nations on planet Earth that use mail-in ballots, and you yourself vote by mail every single fucking election.
The only country in the world. I'll tell you what, Republicans have to win this one. We'll never lose a race. For 50 years, we won't lose a race. We want voter ID. We want proof of citizenship.
He literally is violating the Constitution. He wants you to have proof of citizenship. Just so you understand, in the United States Constitution, it literally says that U.S. citizens do not need to carry around proof of fucking citizenship. That's not how this fucking operates. And what he actually wants is for ICE, the Gestapo Nazi fat-bodied LARPing fucks, to surround the polls and then confiscate the voting machines and the ballot boxes because he doesn't believe that it's going to be a free and fair election. He's going to wait for Republicans to win through the red mirage because Republicans vote in person more than Democrats do, and then immediately stop the count and say that Republicans won in every single fucking district.
We don't want mail-in ballots except for the military far away, except for people that are ill, disabled, or people that are away. Even for a vacation, we'll be generous, okay?
So you do support mail-in ballots. That's what mail-in ballots are for, you absolute fucking troglodyte. Speaking of troglodytes, let's watch the fucking, the eyeliner wearing, fucking mascara wearing, Rizless complete fucking dork of J.D. Vance try to make a joke.
Thank you, Mr. President, very much for your leadership, but also for the kind words about me personally. I knew exactly what I wanted to say, but then after the president said that I was so smart
I gotta turn off
and that I didn't want to repeat our congresswoman who froze for 20 seconds over in Munich, now I'm tempted, sir, just to freeze for 20 seconds and just stare at the cameras, and maybe they'll say nice things about me like they do about Congresswoman Cortez. But I have 3 very brief messages. Thank you, Mr. President.
Not a single joke. Sorry, not a single laugh. Not a single fucking laugh. Listen to that again.
Sir, just to freeze for 20 seconds. And just stare at the cameras, and maybe they'll say nice things about me like they do about Congresswoman Cortez. But I have 3 very brief messages. Thank you, Mr. President.
He's so fucking Rizless, dude. This guy's so fucking annoying. Also, sorry about the background noise. I just turned off the heat. It's going to take it a second to actually turn off. But in the meantime, we're going to keep on watching because I got more clips for you. So here's Trump saying, this is important, bro. He's saying that the United States of America is going to pledge $10 billion to this Legion of Doom. Now, only Congress can make that decision. That's it. Only Congress can make that decision. But Congress hasn't approved of this. He doesn't give a fuck. This guy considers himself the emperor of planet Earth and the king of America. So he doesn't give a fuck.
I want to let you know that the United States is going to make a contribution of $10 billion to the Board of Peace.
That's your money, by the way. He's saying that your money is going to go into a $10 billion slush fund for the fucking Legion of Doom.
Thank you. And we've had great support for that number. And that number is a very small number when you look at that compared to the cost of war.
Of course it's a small number for you, bro. You and the rest of the people that you're friends with are absolute billionaires, bro. Elon Musk is the world's first fucking trillionaire. $10 billion is like a quarter for you.
That's 2 weeks of fighting. It's a very small number. It sounds like a lot, but it's a very small number.
God, he's so disconnected from the rest of us. Oh, now I have a little small amalgamation of him just actually falling asleep. And I'm not talking about him like closing his eyes. I'm talking about full-fledged like actually completely dead asleep, which is hilarious because you were always calling Joe Biden Sleepy Joe.
And the successful
Look at that's so stupid loud. Look at him.
implementation of the second phase of the Gaza peace plan.
Look at
This
him.
includes ensuring a lasting
And it keeps going, bro. It keeps going.
يهدف إلى رفع المعاناة عن الشعب الفلسطيني
Brother, he was asleep for a solid 15 minutes.
شقيق وتحقيق الأمن والاستقرار في غزة والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Look at the fucking clapping. The clapping wakes him up. I have that zoomed in.
Thank you.
And it doesn't even fully wake him up. He can't even, his eyes are still so fucking heavy. Aw, little fat-bodied baby fascist needs a nap. Aw. All right, I got more for you here. The Prime Minister of Egypt repeatedly refers to Trump as Your Excellency, which I know got him fucking hard.
Of Egypt.
Your Excellency President Donald Trump, distinguished participants, I thank President Trump for convening this meeting. His Excellency's direct involvement and commitment to promoting peace in the region has been instrumental in achieving an...
If any American ever refers to him as Your Excellency, I think you should immediately be enslaved. I'm not even kidding. I think you should be fucking enslaved.
...end to the conflict in Gaza, which was previously considered unattainable.
Fucking insane. Oh, this is a hilarious moment.
It's always nice to be young and handsome. Doesn't mean we have to like you. I don't like young, handsome men. Women, I like.
First of all, you do like young, handsome men. You're gay. Second of all, you also like young women. But when I say young, I mean children, because you're a sex trafficking pedophile. You're a child rapist. And everyone who supports you is a proud supporter of pedophilia. This goes to you, you red hat wearing, buck-tooth, $30,000 a year living in a fucking trailer park retarded hick. This goes to you. If you support Donald Trump, you support pedophilia. If you support pedophilia, you're a pedophile. So I'll say it confidently. Every single person that supports Donald Trump is a fucking pedophile. All of you, and you should all be treated as such. Remember that old slogan? You do what to your local pedophile?
Men know I don't have any interest. Good. That's right. That's right. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job, too. It's always nice.
Is Super Chat working? I have no fucking idea. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We'll find out later. I mean, unless somebody wants to send me $1 just to test to see if it's working. I got more for you here. Here's him bitching and moaning about not getting the Nobel Peace Prize.
And bringing together the Board of Peace. Oh, I thought when I saw this note, I'm excited to announce that Norway, I thought they were going to say that they're giving me the Nobel Prize. Oh, this is less exciting. Oh, it says, I'm excited to announce that Norway, and I'm saying, oh, great, I'm getting the Nobel Prize. Finally.
Thank you for the $2.
Finally, they got it right. But I don't care. I don't care about Nobel Prize.
Yeah, you really seem like you don't care, bro. You really seem like you don't care.
I care about saving lives, just so you understand.
No, you don't.
We play and we all, do what we have to do. I only have one thing. I don't want to see people killed.
Yeah, you do.
Parts of the world that are very far.
You're literally about to bomb the fuck out of Iran and begin a full-fledged invasion that's going to last fucking years. You don't give a shit about the sanctity of human life.
Away from the United States. And if I have an ability to turn off wars, I want to use that ability because it's people. Millions of people. It's like the Prime Minister said, 25 million people maybe. And that's a small number compared to what it could have been if you really think about it.
You think that Donald Trump saved 25 million people from dying? This is why I confidently say, and I don't give a fuck what you libtards have to say to me. This is why I say Trump supporters are retarded. And here's the thing. I have no problem with people who have mental disabilities. I have family members of mine with Down syndrome, right? I would never in a million years call somebody like that the R word. That's insane. I will call this fucking fat piece of shit retarded because he actually is fucking demented. He's demented, bro. And he's diluting, he's brain draining our entire fucking society and creating this legion of 77 million complete fucking morons that live in a different reality where he saved 25 million lives. I can't deal with it. I can't fucking deal with it.
No, I want to save lives.
I'll call this motherfucker a slur. I don't even give a fuck. Cancel me. Oh, I have to mute it because he's gonna play that fucking song about sucking dick. This is at the end of the meeting. This is funny. I need you to see this. He ends the meeting by grabbing a solid gold gavel. That gavel is made of solid gold, and he slaps it on a solid gold, like fucking, I don't know, like a coaster. Look what he does with the gavel. He's taking it. He's taking it, bro. It's in his left hand. Dude, he's taking the gavel. He's taking the gavel. He is so, like, it. Do you know how much money this guy has? Do you know how much money this guy has? Thank you for the $2. And he's taking the gavel. It's never enough. It's never enough. He fucking leaves with it, bro. He leaves with the fucking gavel. Oh my God. Okay. That's all I got for you. It's a 40-minute long video. It's very long. If you're here live, you stay. If you're watching this pre-recorded, I don't know what to tell you other than Donald Trump is now the emperor of the Legion of Doom. And also, you have to pay reparations to Israel for the genocide that they committed on the Palestinians with the dollars that you previously sent them. Oh, and regardless of the fact that the Supreme Court ruled that the tariffs are illegal, we're still going to be doing it. Oh, and we're going to go to war with Iran. Oh, and aliens are real. What a fucking week. Hi from India, guys. Hi, Elfie. So that's all I got for you. If you're here live, you stay. If you're watching this pre-recorded, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That costs you nothing. It helps me immensely. Do me one last favor. Click that video right over there. It's a banger, and I know bangers. Dude, that's an insane video. Do you got a thumbnail for me, Siren? That was an insane fucking video, dude. Yo, you guys want to see what Laura Loomer looks like right now? It's insane. I couldn't believe this was real. I actually had to like double check if it was real. Where is this? Laura Loomer, Randy Fine interview. Where is that? I have to find this for you. Dude, look at what Laura Loomer looks like right now, bro.
Right? I understand people have different opinions about open borders.
Yo, that's not a human being. And like, I'm not saying that as in like, oh my God, like this is like a demon. I mean, you have gotten so much work done that you no longer look like a human being. Verbatim, you look like a fucking alien.
The economy, you know, whatever. Everyone's going to have a varying view, right? But there really shouldn't be, as you said before, this isn't like a 50-50 issue. Like
I can't believe that's a real human being, bro. Look at that. Look at that. That's got to be one of the ugliest fucking cunts I've ever laid eyes on. Oh, the dog is really cute, though. The dog is really cute.
Practice their religion.
Oh, that's a cute little doggy. Oh, I do like that dog. All right, what is this? Is this my thumbnail? Board of Peace? No, fuck that. Change that. Legion of Doom. Legion of Doom. Legion of Doom. And what are these little dashes? What are these dashes? What are those? What are those? Fuck is that? Fix it! Fix it now. Fix it now. Thank you for the $2. Did you see the Les Wexner deposition? I did. We covered that in the video. Say please. Please. All right. How about this? We're going to say be 3 different titles. First one is going to be I have Siren's PayPal if you want to bless her for her work. I absolutely will. I absolutely will after this. Trump Trump's all right, Trump speech in front of the Legion of Doom. Trump's speech. How about this? Trump crashes out at the Legion of Doom Board of Peace. Made another out of context video for you. Hell fucking yeah, I'll check that out. Trump crashes out at the Legion of Doom Board of Peace. Trump's Board of Peace. Trump's Board of Peace Trump's Board of Peace is an absolute clown show. What else? Aliens are real. Trump loses. Oh, what the fuck did I just do? Aliens are real. Trump loses his mind at the Board of Peace. Legion of Doom. There it is. Thank you for the $5. You slay me. Thank you for the $10. Trump is about to go live, assuming to talk about the Senate ruling. I'm going to need that. Documents, Valenti VOD, episode 389. Valenti Simp, if this has copyrighted music, I can't watch it. Luigi, I'm making a video, and I need you to stop the bark. From Valenti Simp. Can't. I'm sorry. I'll literally get a copyright strike. As much as I want to watch that on live, I cannot. The last time I did, I almost got copyright striked. Not only have you got me into politics, but you have helped me inform my family and friends and do my own research, as well as making all of the BS funny too. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Matt. That's kind of what I do. Is the whole job is what I call waltzing through the fire. You know, you lock eyes with me, I take your fucking hand, I grab your ass, and we waltz through the flames. It's if you sing along, it's fine. I think that's not how it works. It's not how it works. That's not how it works. I'm sorry. You could send that in the Discord, but I can't watch that on stream. Okay. Did we get 2 videos today, Papa? Probably not. Because this is a very long video. This is like a 40-minute long video. Usually I make 2 videos if it's like a 20-minute video. You know, if the first one is like 20 minutes. All right, here we go. Trump met with the Legion of... All right. You know, it's time to make an advertisement. Y'all know it's time to make an advertisement. Y'all know it's time to make an advertisement. Yeah. So Trump met with the Legion of Doom. He calls it the Board of Peace, but it's literally just an amalgamation of dictators and autocrats, probably a bunch of fucking pedophiles sitting up there. But he met with the Legion of Doom, and he's talking about how, tariffs and transgender for all. We're also, the United States is committing $10 billion to the Legion of Doom, folks, which, by the way, only Congress can do. And Congress has not approved of that, but then again, Donald Trump believes that he's the king of America and soon to be the emperor of planet Earth. So he doesn't give a fuck about legality. He's also a pedophile, sex trafficking, child rapist. But again, every single Trump supporter knows that, which means that you support pedophilia, which makes you a pedophile. So, yeah, other than that, Trump says that aliens are real. He's doing the whole Whitest Kids You Know Trevor Moore skit. If you've never seen that, look up Whitest Kids You Know, Aliens and Iran. They have a whole skit where the fucking White House press secretary comes out and goes, listen, guys, there's bears on the moon. There's an intergalactic federation of wizards, and they are controlling our minds. And everybody starts freaking out. And then one journalist goes, we wouldn't happen to be invading Iran today. And the guy's like, you got me. All right, I took it a little too far with the bears on the moon shit, you know, and they were like, yeah, we knew you were going too far when you brought up the cartels between the Alien Wizard Federation and the bears. Regardless, Trump supporters are so fucking retarded, they're gonna fall for that shit anyway. They're gonna buy it. Hook, line, sinker. Y'all are fucking stupid as shit. What else do we have? We have, what is his name? The U.S. ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee. So you know how your tax dollars were sent to Israel and then Israel committed a genocide on the Palestinians? Well, now Mike Huckabee says that Israel needs reparations for the trauma that they went through, and that you, American taxpayer, you are going to send your money to Israel to pay reparations for the genocide that they committed with your money. So ain't that something? He actually unironically said that Israel shouldn't have to pay a single penny rebuilding Gaza. No, that's going to be on you and me, American. That's going to be on us, because Israel's our greatest ally. Yay! Oh my God, I love Israel! Fuck! Disgusting creatures. Anyway, I got a whole new YouTube video on this. Go check it out. New YouTube video, new YouTube video, new YouTube video. If you're triggered, let me know. There's nothing I love more than triggering literal subhuman fucking vermin. New YouTube video. All right. Trump met with the Legion of Doom. Aliens are real. We are invading Iran. He calls it the new episode of the Valenti VOD. Bang. Bang, 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 bang. Una mattina mi sono alzato, un bello ciao, bello ciao, bello ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor. partigiano, portami via. Oh, bella ciao, 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 partigiano, portami via, che mi senta di morir. I like the bug one. I like the bug one. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I like that. Listen, folks. They're eating the babies. They're eating the women. Hillary Clinton is a 14,000-year-old reptilian shapeshifter. And I know this because I, too, am a 13,000-year-old vampire. I've gone by many names. Some call me Dracula. Some call me Nosferatu. All that matters is I drink baby blood. Keeps me young. Keeps me fresh. Kind of hot, too. Like, it's so fucking stupid. He's so fun. Listen, folks, we're building a ballroom. That's 2 A's for ball. We take little babies down there and we sacrifice them to Moloch and Baal, maybe even Baphomet, kind of hot. Listen, folks. Oh, I'm gonna come. Another Moloch clip incoming. Moloch, 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 Moloch. We love Moloch, folks. We love Moloch. Do you ever get people who are triggered? Yeah, dude. You guys don't check my comments? You go to Instagram or TikTok, you check my comments, bro. I am chief villain number 1 for MAGA. Because you got to understand, we talked about this before. It's a couple of things. The first thing, my haters used to be super fans. I don't have haters who, like, always hated me. The right-wing Nazi fucks adored me when I was teaching them about history. Because, you know, like, these fucking losers are obsessed with Nazi Germany. And I was talking a lot about World War II. Now, and I'm Norse pagan, you know, or at least I fucking have, like, a fucking Norse altar. And again, I'm not stupid enough to believe that any of that shit is real. I almost do that for the memes. But regardless, that's not the point. The point is, I'm a white man. I have this build. I know war history. I'm Norse pagan, and they all assumed I was a fucking Nazi just like them. And then as soon as they found out I wasn't, they were heartbroken. Their hearts were shattered. But then the second thing is that I'm dumb good at this. I'm stupid good at this. I have improv training. I'm a fucking actor. I'm smart. I'm handsome. I am so good at this that they know they have to destroy my image. They have to keep me down, because if I do rise up, I'm going to destroy their entire bullshit fucking foundation of fascism. Destroy the entire fucking thing. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I'm going to fuck their girlfriends. It's simple as fuck. Most of these right-wing himbos don't know that their wives would beat them to death with a baseball bat just for the chance to blow me. For the chance, not even to do it, just for the chance, okay? It's just the way it works. It's just the way it operates. That's just life. That's just what happens. You know, it's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes, you know? It's just the way it goes. So you're saying there's a chance. Y'all are out of your fucking mind, son. They don't deserve the himbo title? Nah, bro, they're just straight up troglodytes. They're just straight up fucking troglodytes, bro. Good afternoon, King. Who are we? We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We fight for the gospel and honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. God. It's crazy, bro. I haven't seen anything new from Charlie. It's all the oldies. He's like reposting the oldies for some reason. You know? Wonder why. Wonder why. Counting or not counting gang violence?
Hey there, you! Yeah, you! You tired of your boring, plain old wardrobe? Do you want to stand out in the crowd? You want to make heads turn, jaws drop, and hearts skip a beat? Well, have I got the deal of the century for you? ValentiVideos.myshopify.com is here with the merch explosion that'll blow your socks off and change your life. Check it out! We've got exclusive gear from the cutting edge of fashion. T-shirts, hoodies, mugs, and much more that'll make you be thinking, well, hell, where'd you get that? And guess what? You can get yours right now with just one click. That's right. Don't wait. Act now, and you can be a proud owner of the hottest merch on the planet. Whether you're looking to chill out, stand out, or just feel like $1,000,000, we've got something for you. And hey, I know what you're thinking, but what about the price? Well, let me tell you, these prices are so low that you'd think we were giving it away for free. Now, get ready to rock the best merch in town. And check out valentivideos.myshopify.com for your destination to greatness. I'll see you there, friend. Hurry up.
Chris Valenti Videos is not responsible for any sudden increase in class consciousness that may occur as a result of wearing this merch. If you find yourself beginning to deeply care for your fellow person, quickly continue to wear all products from Valenti Videos as your empathy grows. Drinking from Valenti Videos mugs may invoke a quiet sense of awe for the entirety of humanity as you decide to dedicate the rest of your living existence to the betterment of those who have less than you. Also, you may get a brief but meaningful stiffy. Please enjoy Valenti Videos responsibly.
Do you like that? Do you like that? Do you like that? Where the hell is the girly merch, Chris? Ovi's in India. Ovi's in India. Maybe he'll come back with a whole bunch of shirts. I don't know. He's only one country away from where the shirts are made. Pakistan. That's on Avi, man. Now look at Avi, Indian man exploiting Pakistani labor. That's fucked up, Avi. That's fucked up, son. That right there, that's fucked up, son. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Your smiling kind of disturbed me for a bit. Well, this is a meat suit. I'm a 14,000-year-old reptilian shapeshifter. I forgot this guy's real name, but I took him when he was a kid. I've been wearing his meat for a while. Pause. 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 Take it back. Take your own life! I've seen him lick his left eye. I blink like a gecko. What if I started doing that for one whole video? I was like, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Valenti Videos broadcast. Today we're going to be talking about President Donald J. Trump. Oh. Did I send designs to your email? I don't know what cuts or designs you want to go for, so feedback would be lovely. Yeah, you can definitely send them. I want one of them that just has like it's a very low cut for the girlies and the gays, and it maybe has like some stripper with a AK, and it says "shall not be infringed." Love that. Love that one. I want one that says "sluts for socialism." Because, we love sluts, dude. Who doesn't love a slut? We're going to have sluts for socialism. That's a good one. We should have booty shorts for real. Booty shorts that say something like, booty shorts that say, communist. Just booty shorts that say, communist. Right on the ass. Communist. Are you kidding me? That goes so fucking hard. Commie mommy. Ooh. Commie mommy. Commie mommy. That's peak. Commie mommy is peak. That's peak. There's two types of men in this world. There's mommy men and there's good girl men. Now, you could swap between those two depending on the climate, depending on the moment to moment. But in your soul, there's only two men. There's mommy and good girl. That's it. That's it. That's it. There's no in between. There's no in between. No in between. I'm a mommy man, all right? I'm a mommy man. But, you know, you switch based on the climate. You know, you switch. You know, that's what you got to do. You got to switch every once in a while. But you know who you are in your soul. You know who you are in your soul. We all know who we are in our souls. All right. Oh, is Trump live yet? Started streaming 107 minutes ago? This motherfucker has had people waiting for almost 2 hours. This motherfucker has had people waiting for almost 2 fucking hours. Holy shit. What a scumbag, bro. Oh, lights just turned on. Oh, lights just turned off. Lights just turned on. What's going on? Oh. Alright, I'm gonna mute it till he walks out. No point in listening. No point in listening to the fucking background audio of a whole bunch of phony-ass journalists. Whole bunch of fucking government-sponsored, state-controlled media. Bro thinks he's a streamer? No, deadass, he does. He does. He does. We also are living in, like, the influencer era of politics, bro. It's bizarre. Lectern Lenti? Podium Lenti? Y'all are out of your gourd. You think that's the only way to avoid Iran right now? No, we're not avoiding war with Iran. They want the war with Iran. There's no avoiding it. Even if Iran got on their hands and knees and licked Trump's fucking asshole from taint to spine, like, well, we're still going to war with Iran. That is an inevitable. Thank you for becoming a loyalist. I appreciate that. Yeah, from rooter to tutor, bro. Listen, folks. We've sent the Helldivers down into Cyberstan, and we finally kidnapped Cyberstan himself, folks. We've got him locked up in a penitentiary, and the aliens, turns out they're Jeffrey Epstein, folks. Oh, it had nothing to do with me or any of humans. Had everything to do with reptilian shapeshifters, folks. Which I am not one of. I swear to God. We've got Cyberstan himself. Good-looking guy, kind of hot. Oh, they're getting the framing down. They must know that King Donald is coming. If you could join any Fallout faction, which one would you join? Brotherhood of Steel. Brotherhood of Steel, son. The Brotherhood of Steel. I'd be going around just terminating any and all non-human entities. Super mutants, ghouls, fucking clankers. I don't give a fuck. Body after body after body after body. I wonder how long we're gonna wait. He's had these people waiting for 2 hours. Hey, Valento, what about Antifa? What about Antifa? I'm anti-fascist. I'm pretty sure everyone in this chat is Antifa. I'm Antifa. What about him? Oh. We are Antifa, we fight for what's right. We burn down the gospel and honor this land. We are Antifa. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck, you beat me to it? Get fucked. Get fucked on. That's what happens. Why is he taking his time? Because he's the president of the United fucking States. Ain't nobody gonna yell at him for diddly shit. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He could murder a guy on 5th Avenue. Nothing would happen. Fuck is this? Get the fuck back in there, tubby tits. Yeah, shut that blue sliding door, you fuck. You're not... What are you doing? You're not the president. Fuck you. Back in. Yeah, he's getting a diaper change and he's snorting a line of Ritalin. Bro, if Donald snorted a line of Ritalin, I think he would die on the spot. There's no shot his heart can handle that. No fucking shot. Ad Victorium. Right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a whole bunch of bollocks. And we're gonna make our way in. And we're gonna I don't need to see the front of them again! And alright, here we're gonna do. I'll tell you, honking bullish. We're gonna move in, we're gonna run the enemy. It's a matter of line. And then, how do you mind to see me the front of the enemy? Alright. Hey, buddy. Right. Oi. Huey. Homelander done raped me wife and nicked me boy. So what I'm gonna need you to do is go into that there evil arse rape building and get him back. You're gonna love it. It'll be fucking diabolical, man. Diabolical, man. Oi! Huey! Oi! Huey. Homelander done gooned me wife. Rizzed up me boy. Yeah, no, right. You fucking what, mate? Dude, this cocksucker ain't never coming out. How much simping do I have to do to be a YouTube mod? See, the more mods that I have, the more I have to pay people. So we will see. Right now, I already am paying 3 people monthly. So we'll find out. We'll see. I simply cannot afford to keep on paying people. Fake socialist? How so? How so, sir? Refusing to pay the proles, pay the people? No, I do pay. I pay all of my mods. What the fuck is this? Oh, they're getting ready. I do pay my mods. You should do stand-up, Chris. I've done stand-up before. I gotta do it again. What about your thumbnail artist? You I will be paying. You I will be paying. Chris, do you love us? I do. I do love you guys. You guys have provided me with the ability to have a job that I actually enjoy, and I will never be able to thank you enough for that. I mean, listen, this is why I tell you guys I'm the megaphone for you. You guys created me, and the payment for that A price must be paid, and the payment for that is covering the topics that you guys believe need to be covered. And, you know, you guys give me that daily dossier, and I look through it, and sometimes I cover stories from it, but a lot of you guys don't have voices, so I'll use your... Well, you have voices, but you don't have platforms, so I'll use my voice for you. Hi, Luigi. Hi, little mama. Why is Ouija so quiet? Because she's not borking. Weenie. Weenie. Come here. Come here. Come here, mama. Come here, mama. Nah, she ain't coming. What are we waiting for? The Fuhrer. Waiting for the Fuhrer. The Fuhrer? Yeah, Trump. Look what you've done. What about Beans? Beans is right over there sleeping. Wildest guess on what he's gonna say? I doubt he'll declare war on Iran. He's more of a surprise attack type of guy. He'd rather just bomb them first. Fuck if I know. It's probably gonna be a whole bunch of stupid shit talking about how good the economy is, despite the fact that we have the worst economy we've had in the past 50 years. European, what's the best food in New York City? Probably the pizza. New York City pizza is the best pizza on planet Earth. Trump goes, listen, folks, we've declared war on the Illuminate. These dirty squid bastards are approaching Super Earth at a rapid pace, folks. We've got to bomb them. We have to bomb them immediately. Bro said the pizza, look, there ain't Michelin star restaurants everywhere. Wild take, boss. He asked what the best food is, not what the best restaurant is, you fucking piece of shit. Suck my dick. I lived here my whole fucking life. Brother! Brother! I love you, but come on, man. Dude, you know I'm dead ass as fuck. You have to ask me what the best single food is in New York City. It's the pizza. It's the pizza. Is this not just teaching the press to be obedient? This is just what Trump likes to do. It's all about power for him. If he can keep you waiting for fucking hours, he will, just to show that he can. Chopped cheese is also gas, but you can get a chopped cheese anywhere. You can get a chopped cheese anywhere, it'll be fine. New York City has the cleanest water in the United States of America, water is the best, is like the number one most necessary ingredient for dough. That's why New York donuts, New York pizza, New York pastries, it's all better than across the nation. That's why there are restaurants in Colorado that literally fly in New York City's water in order to make their pizza. So they have New York, and bagels. So they have New York style pizza. That just means that they flew in water from New York City to make the dough. Chopped cheese. Chopped cheese is just a cheeseburger with peppers and onions, but instead of like the burger, it's chopped up, right? All the ingredients, the lettuce, the tomato, the onion, the peppers, the beef, the cheese, the bacon, and then it's all chopped up and put into a fucking hero, right? So it's a chopped cheeseburger. It's chopped cheese. Sounds amazing. It's delicious. It's delicious. You get the most out of every bite, you know? I love jerky. I love jerky. Oh, I could go for a chopped cheese right now, but I can't. After this, I gotta go burn 1,000 calories at the gym, drink a protein shake, and up that iron piece straight to the domicile. You know how it is. Just for a little bit of extra cortisol, you know? I'm down 40 pounds. Oh, Jesus, that says 4. Holy fuck. I was like, Nelson, your scale is broken. But down 4, that's good, brother. That's good. Good shit, brother. Proud of you. Some beef jerky. Hey, could you pass the jerky? You will not weigh less than me. I think I weigh less than you right now, dude. I'm pretty sure I weigh less than you right now. Right? I'm 241. Oh, you're 226? Huh. Am I taller than you? Am I taller than you? Oh, okay. That explains it. Behind the whinge. See, I have a smart scale, right? Which is a very expensive scale that doesn't just measure your weight. It measures your fat percentage, your muscle mass, your skeletal mass, right? So, here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand is that you may, work out like a demon and eat real healthy and then get on the scale the next day and you didn't lose a single pound. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't do any work, because your fat percentage could go down while your muscle mass goes up, and muscle weighs a lot more than fat. So, hypothetically, you could literally stay the same weight and transform your body at the exact same time. And it's a lot easier for people who are overweight to become shredded, because we can shred the fat and build up the muscle at the same time, versus somebody who's underweight, like a skinny person. They have to build up that mass and then turn it into muscle. You know what I'm saying? As much as I hate cutting, I'm not stupid enough to think that cutting is harder than bulking. Bulking is definitely harder because it requires way more fucking work in the gym. You know what I'm saying? It requires way more fucking work in the gym. Versus cutting is like, most of that work is being done in the kitchen. Most of that work is being done in the kitchen. What about a moose knuckle? I love a good fucking moose knuckle. Delish. Deep dish is good? Nah, fuck you. Deep dish is disgusting. That's just cheese pie. That's just cheese pie. Anyway, yo, by the way, I think we're probably gonna bomb Iran tonight. I think we're gonna bomb Iran tonight. Historically, we have always bombed other nations on a Friday or a Saturday. Probably like early in the morning tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 a.m. type shit. I think we're gonna bomb Iran tonight. 2 a.m., 3 a.m. type shit. Dude, this cocksucker's got us waiting for 2 hours. What's the matter? What? What? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Come here. Don't run from me. Oh, there he is.
Wow, that's a lot of people. That's a new record. We set a record every time. Well, thank you very much for being here. The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing, and I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country. I'd like to thank and congratulate Justices Thomas, Alito, and Kavanaugh for their strength and wisdom and love of our country, which is right now very proud of those justices. When you read the dissenting opinions, there's no way that anyone can argue against them.
God, he looks
There's
like
no way.
shit.
Foreign countries that have been ripping us off for years are ecstatic. They're so happy. And they're dancing in the streets, but they won't be dancing for long. That I can assure you.
Oh,
the
he's bombing Iran.
Democrats on the court are thrilled, but they will automatically vote no. They're an automatic no, just like in Congress. They're an automatic no. They're against anything that makes America strong, healthy, and great again. They also are a, frankly, disgrace to our nation, those justices.
He's so
They're an
pissed.
automatic no, no matter how good a case you have. It's
Dude,
a
he's
no.
so pissed. This isn't normal levels of piss, because Donald doesn't get quiet like this. Like, he's locked in. He's actually really fucking pissed.
You can do.
Bro, he's probably gonna bomb Iran out of just rage.
Others think they're being politically correct, which has happened before far too often with certain members of this court, and it's happened so often with this court. What a shame. Having to do with voting in particular.
Bro, this guy would execute members of the Supreme Court if he could. He would execute them for this.
And the radical left Democrats, and not that this should have anything at all to do with it. They're very unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution. It's my opinion that the court has been swayed by foreign interests and a political movement that is far smaller than people would ever think.
He's claiming the Supreme Court has been infiltrated by foreign actors.
I won by millions of votes. We won in a landslide. With all the cheating that went on, there was a lot of it, but we still won in a landslide. Too big to rig. But these people are obnoxious, ignorant, and loud. They're very loud. And I think certain justices are afraid of that. They don't want to do the right thing. They're afraid of it. This was an important case to me, more as a symbol of economic national security, and also, I would say, just for our country itself, so important, because we're doing so well as a country. We've never done so well. The good news is that there are methods, practices, statutes, and authorities, as recognized by the entire court in this terrible decision, and also as recognized by Congress, which they refer to, that are even stronger than the IEEPA tariffs available to me as President of the United States. And in actuality, I was very modest in my ask of other countries and businesses because I wanted to do, and it's very important, I wanted to be very well behaved because I wanted to do anything, I didn't want to do anything that would affect the decision of the court, because I understand the court. I understand how they're very easily swayed. I want to be a good boy.
What?
I have very effectively utilized
Oh my God,
tariffs
he's
over
me.
the past year to make a.
Oh my God, that's so relatable. Oh my God, he's me. Oh my God, he's me. I just want to be a good boy. I just want to be mommy's good boy.
Tremendously, and even more amazingly, broken 7,000 on the S&P, two numbers that everybody thought upon our landslide election victory could not be attained. Think of that. Nobody thought it was possible to do it within 4 years, and we did it in 1 year. They said, you'll never be able, you'll go back and you read the geniuses, read their statements, all of the Nobel Prize winners in economics. They said, no, you couldn't do it in 4 years. Well, we didn't do it in 4 years. We did it in 1 year. We broke every record in the book, and we're continuing to do so.
What are you talking about?
Tariffs have likewise been used to end 5 of the 8 wars that I settled.
You've ended 0 wars. You've ended 0 fucking
including
wars, you fat-bodied fascist, tangerine tyrant, lying child rapist, pedophile, sex trafficking fucking criminal.
Great meeting that we had. The Peace Board.
The Legion of
said
Doom.
Yesterday that President Trump could have saved 35 million lives by getting us to stop fighting. They were getting ready to do some bad things. But they've given us great national security, these tariffs have. And together with our strong borders, reduced fentanyl coming into our country by 30%. When I use them as a penalty against countries illegally sending this poison into our country to poison our youth. All of those tariffs remain. They all remain. I don't know if you know that or not. They all remain. We're still getting them, and we will after the decision. I guess there's nobody left to appeal to. But again, those 3 people, such respect. I've had a lot of respect for them anyway, but such great respect. But other alternatives will now be used to replace the ones that the court incorrectly rejected. We have alternatives, great alternatives. Could be more money. We'll take in more money, and we'll be a lot stronger for it. We're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars. We'll continue to do so. To show you how ridiculous the opinion is, however, the court said that I'm not allowed to charge even $1. I can't charge $1. Can't charge $1. I would have used 1 penny, but we don't make the pennies anymore. We save money. Can't charge $1 to any country under IEPA. Not $1. I assume to protect other countries. This must have been done to protect those other countries.
Bro, it's to protect
Certainly
American
not the United-
consumers, you fucking fat retard, dude. When you put tariffs on foreign goods, we, the American consumer, pay it. And you don't have the fucking authority to do that. That's done by fucking Congress.
Or business with that same country. In other words, I can destroy the trade. I can destroy the country. I'm even allowed to impose a foreign country destroying embargo. I can embargo. I can do anything I want, but I can't charge $1. Because that's not what it says. And that's not the way it even reads. I can do anything I want to do to them, but I can't charge any money. So I'm allowed to destroy the country, but I can't charge them a little fee. I could give them a little two-cent fee, but I cannot charge under any circumstances. I cannot charge them anything. Think of that. How ridiculous is that? I'm allowed to embargo them. I'm allowed to tell them you can't do business in the United States anymore. We want you out of here. But if I want to charge them $10, I can't do that. It's incorrect. Their decision's incorrect. But it doesn't matter because
he's so mad.
We have very powerful alternatives that have been approved by this decision. You know, they've been approved by the decision for those that thought they had us. And there's
You're not going to let me tariff them? I'll bomb them.
To license, but not the right to charge a license fee. So think of that. I have the right to license, which is a very powerful word. In many ways, license
don't know what
is
that
more powerful
means.
than tariffs. In fact, I was thinking about using it. But they came up with the idea that I can license, just like the people that were opposing me told them to do, but not the right to charge a license fee. Think of that. Who ever heard of such a thing? What license has ever been issued without the right to charge a fee? You get a license, you charge a fee. It's automatic, but not with this court. But now the court has given me the unquestioned right to ban all sorts of things from coming into our country, to destroy foreign countries, but a much more powerful right than many people ever thought we even had, but not the right to charge a fee. How crazy is that? Our country is the hottest country anywhere in the world right now. And it was a dead country 1.5 years ago under an incompetent president. But now I'm going to go in a different direction, probably the direction that I should have gone the first time. But
you can do bomb them?
I read the language. I'm very good at reading language, and it read our way 100%. But now I'll go the way I could have gone originally, which is even stronger than our original choice.
Oh, so you're going to bomb other
As
nations.
Justice Kavanaugh, whose stock has gone so well, you have to see. I'm so proud of him.
I like beer.
Wrote in his dissent, Although I firmly disagree with the court's holding today, the decision might not substantially constrain a president's ability to order tariffs going forward. So, think of that. The decision might not substantially constrain. And it doesn't, he's right. In fact, I can charge much more than I was charging. So I'm going to just start. Although I firmly disagree with the court's holding today, the decision might not substantially constrain a president's ability to order tariffs going forward. That's because numerous other federal statutes, which is so true, authorize
he's
the president
so disgusting, and his mouth is full of spit. He's like constantly on the verge of just like hawking a fucking loogie. Look at how disgusting he is. He's melting. Look at his fat fucking nussy, dude. I could yank it down and play Thunderstruck on it from AC/DC. You're so fucking ugly. You're so fucking disgusting.
Of 1962, Section 232. All of these things I know so well. The Trade Act of 1974, Sections 122, 201, 301. And the Tariff Act of 1930, Section 338, all clear. But it's a little bit longer process. I thought I'd make things simple, but they didn't let us do that. I would like to thank Justice Kavanaugh for frankly, his genius and his great
loyalty.
Ability. Very proud of that appointment. In actuality, while I am sure that they did not mean to do so, the Supreme Court's decision today made a president's ability to both regulate trade and impose tariffs more powerful and more crystal clear rather than less. I don't think they meant that. I'm sure they didn't. It's terrible. And to think that the Democrats who oppose this only because they want to go the opposite way, they'd like to pack the court. They want to put on 21 people. They
You literally packed the court.
Pack the Supreme Court.
You literally packed the court. And even though you have a conservative stacked Supreme Court, they still told you to go fuck yourself, you fat bitch.
Our country. There will no longer be any doubt, and the income coming in and the protection of our companies and country will actually increase because of this decision. I don't think the court meant that, but it's the way it is.
The fuck are you even saying?
Based on long-standing law and hundreds of victories, and even, as I was pointed out before, even thousands of victories over the years. To the contrary, the Supreme Court did not overrule tariffs.
Yeah, they did.
Merely overruled a particular use of IEEPA tariffs. And essentially, it's the use to get a fee.
Bro, the Supreme Court ruled that every single one of your tariffs was fucking illegal and you are being forced to reverse it. This is why I said a moment of truth. You know what he's saying? I don't give a fuck what the Supreme Court says. I'm not doing it. That's what he's fucking saying. That's because this is the Fuhrer. That's why I call him the Fuhrer. He doesn't act like a president, and he's not a fucking president. He thinks he's the supreme leader.
License or impose any other condition on a foreign country's ability to conduct trade with the United States under IEEPA has been fully confirmed by this decision. So now there's no doubt, because, you know, there were a lot of questions about tariffs because no president was smart enough to use them to protect our country from those countries and businesses that were ripping us off. You took a look at the deficits that we had with some of these countries. It was disgraceful what they got away with for many, many decades. But now we know, because this decision affirms all those things that some people weren't sure about. In order to protect, and it says so, in order to protect our country, a president can actually charge more tariffs than I was charging in the past period of a year under the various tariff authorities. So we can use other of the statutes, other of the tariff authorities, which have also been confirmed and are fully allowed.
What?
Therefore, effective immediately,
oh, here we go.
All national security tariffs under Section 232 and existing Section 301 tariffs, they're existing, they're there, remain in place, fully in place.
Okay, so he's saying the Supreme Court doesn't have power
and in full
anymore.
force and effect.
Yeah,
Today I will sign an order to impose a 10% global tariff under Section 122.
A global?
Over and above our normal tariffs already being charged. And we're also initiating several Section 301 and other investigations to protect our country from unfair trading practices of other countries and companies.
I'm not kidding. You just watched the United States Supreme Court end. It's over. There's no longer a Supreme Court.
Which I've said for
I'm not kidding. That's what you just
time.
witnessed. He just
Make
said, fuck
America
the Supreme
great
Court.
again.
I don't respect you.
Interestingly, we've already made it great, so I don't have to use
You
that,
just
but I don't
watched
think
the
we'll ever
Supreme
give up
Court
on MAGA.
die.
MAGA is always going to be with us. If you have a few questions, you can let us know.
You just
But
watched
to end,
the Supreme Court die in real time, live, here on Valenti Videos.
Doubt, because there was always doubt. I know the people that brought the lawsuit, and they're sleazebags, major sleazebags, but I know them. And
hey, just so you know, this means that every other Supreme Court ruling is at risk. This means that gay marriage is at risk. This means that interracial marriage is at risk. Every single Supreme Court ruling, he can now just say, I actually just don't give a fuck. Suck my dick. That's what he just fucking did.
Very bad for us. And I stopped it, and we'll just keep it
segregation
going.
even.
So we have more of a
internment
we
camps.
have a totally firm decision now, and I don't think the court meant it, because the court doesn't show great spirit toward our country, in my opinion. A lot of bad decisions, but there are usually ways around it. This is something we could have done, as Justice Kavanaugh said, we could have done this originally, but we're doing it now, and the numbers could be far greater than the hundreds of billions we've already taken in. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President.
Yo, the Supreme Court just died. I'm not kidding. Trump just ended the entire Supreme Court.
Justice Thomas and Alito, as you know, are the most conservative constitutional justices.
I'm not kidding.
Do you think that you'll get to appoint 2 more justices later this term with similar ideologies? And what type of vetting process will we go through to ensure the uphold?
I don't know, but they're great
the
justices.
Supreme Court of the United States of America collapsed. He said, fuck you, I don't care. So this means every other Supreme Court ruling is now at risk. Interracial marriage, gay marriage, segregation, internment,
a great love of our country, and a great understanding of the law.
He just said, I don't care that the Supreme Court ruled that my shit is illegal, we're doing it anyway. So the Supreme Court no longer has fucking power, and there's no authoritative body to lock up that pedophile piece of shit.
When people look at the real numbers,
he's a Führer.
And you look at hundreds of billions of dollars that have come into our country. Yesterday I was at a steel plant, as you know.
Subhuman
went
fucking
to
vermin.
Great place, great plant, great wonderful people. And they were telling me, I said to them, you were there, a lot of the press in this room. Of course, I don't think this plane's big enough to take the press in this room, but a lot of the press right here. We were in Georgia. And I said to the owner, I made a speech at a factory. They make steel products. And I said, how are you? Nice to meet you. How's business? President, I'd love to kiss you. This is a very powerful man. I don't want to be kissed by that man, but a very powerful, strong man. He's been in the steel business for many years. His father started it. And he said, sir, I want to kiss you. I said, why? He said, because we were down to working 1 hour a week, and then you came in and imposed tariffs, and all of that foreign junk that they were dropping into our country stopped. And we're now going to double shifts.
Said, I just watched this at a Canadian Army recruitment office. Brother, I can't wait to meet you in the war, in the Great Resource War. And I'll go, wait! I will defect! I will defect!
And just to finalize it, he said, oh, this is a great place in Georgia. He said, all up and down the highway. Same exact answer, sir. We're all going out of business. We're going to go bankrupt. We're all going out of business. And now every one of us are thriving, and we're hiring people like we haven't. He said, like I've never, and he's been in business for, I think, 45 years, like we've never hired before. That's because of tariffs. And we're going to keep it going the same way. And you're going to start to see the results in a year from now when all those factories start that are under construction right now. You see all the construction numbers.
You think it takes a year to build a factory? You fat fucking retard, bro. It's going to take 5 to 10, you dumb bitch. Then you got to fucking train all the people in there, unless you plan on replacing them with Elon's Tesla clankers.
Off for 30% of our market. Mexico ripped us off for a big portion. Over the years, they've taken our market. They've taken our cars. They manufacture them in Japan, Germany, and all over the place because nobody's standing in this position. The position I have as President of the United States had the insight, the courage, well, I don't know what it is, to charge tariffs. You can make your product outside. You can put our people out of business. You can put everybody on the unemployment rolls. But if you're going to make a car in some other country, you're going to pay a 15, 20, 30% tariff. And those things would have never happened. We wouldn't have lost our business. Same thing with, as an example, Taiwan. Taiwan came in. They stole our chip business. They make chips.
They didn't steal
30
shit.
years longer.
You, Ronald Reagan, and the rest of your fucking fat-bodied conservative party offshored all of our manufacturing to foreign nations so they could pay those workers pennies on the fucking dollar and profit more by sending it back to the U.S. instead of paying American laborers a livable fucking wage. This is the fault of you and every goddamn subhuman conservative Republican in this fuck-ass nation. Suck my fucking dick and eat my shit from behind.
Like that great patriot said yesterday, sir, what you've done, nobody thought was possible. And Steve Moore, a highly respected economist, came into my office yesterday. He said, you've done something nobody's ever done. 22 Nobel Prize winners in economics said we would right now be in a recession. And you said, no, we're going to have a booming country. We're going to have a booming country. You were right. All 22 were wrong, and you were right. This country is booming, and it's booming because of the election on November 5th.
Dude, our country is suffering. Suffering.
Go ahead.
What will you say ahead of this decision that if the Supreme Court
please, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. What will you say to foreign nations who seek to renegotiate their deals? And what did you mean a moment ago when you said that the Supreme Court has been swayed by foreign interests?
Well, I think that foreign interests are represented by people that I believe have undue influence. They have a lot of influence over the Supreme Court, whether it's through fear or respect or friendships, I don't know. But I know some of the people that were involved on the other side, and I don't like them. I think they're real slime balls. And got to do what's right for the country. You got to do what's right for the Constitution. That's why I respect.
You don't give a fuck about the Constitution.
Justice Thomas and
Dude,
Alito.
you fucking actually literally called for the termination of the entire United States Constitution. I have proof of this. If there's a single one of these MAGA fucking red hat wearing retards who doesn't believe me, this fat-bodied fascist actually called for the termination of the entire United States Constitution.
You have other ways you can go. You don't have to go that way. You can go other way. There are numerous other ways you can go. And frankly, this should have been done by presidents many years ago. They allowed our country to be eaten alive. We lost 50% of our car business. We used to make cars. We made all the cars.
No, we didn't.
And then Mexico came, Canada came,
no,
Japan and Germany.
No. What happened was Ronald Reagan offshored all of our manufacturing.
No, you please. I'm not talking to you. I don't talk to CNN. It's fake news. Go ahead.
Mr. President, yesterday you made the case that the economy is the hottest it's been in a long time. Right. January jobs report beat expectations. CPI report beat expectations.
None of that is true.
What would you tell Americans who are worried that this decision will kind of throw the economy that you have projected going in the right direction at a very rapid pace?
Oh my God, dude.
Well, thank you for the question.
State-selected questions.
We really are at a very important point. I've been waiting for this decision so long. They could have made this decision a long time ago. Not complex. They're wrong on it. It's a ridiculous decision. But they should have released this a long time ago. We waited months. And that gave uncertainty. Now we have certainty. And I think you're going to see the country get much stronger because of it. Look, we were ripped off by almost every country in the world.
China.
If you look at the surpluses, almost every country in the world that did business with us, our people were stupid. And I blame presidents for it because they're ultimately the leader. We were being ripped off by almost every single country in the world had some massive surpluses. China had hundreds of billions of dollars in surpluses with the United States. They rebuilt China. They rebuilt the army. We built China's army by allowing that to happen. I have a great relationship with President Xi, but he respects our country now. Now, what we've done, I charged China a 20% tariff.
No, you charged
as a penalty
us
for sending fentanyl.
You charged me a 20% tariff for buying Chinese goods. You charged my chat. You charged the American people. China does not pay a bill when you put tariffs on their goods. I pay the bill. Made in China. Fuck.
Mr. President, sir, you warned once in a social media post that if the Supreme Court did this, shot down your tariffs, the U.S. would be, quote, financially defenseless. Are we financially defenseless right now?
No, because we're doing something in a different way. We're doing something in a very powerful way, and we're using things that some people thought we should have used in the first place. But it's more complicated. It's a little more complicated. The process takes a little more time, but the end result is going to get us more money, and I think it's going to be great. Yeah, please. Peter, go ahead.
Thank you, President Trump. So, since Liberation Day, there's about $175 billion in tariff revenue that is now in limbo. Do you have to refund $175 billion?
Think of it, Peter. Very fair question. They take months and months to write an opinion, and they don't even discuss that point. We've taken in hundreds of billions of dollars, not millions, hundreds of billions of dollars. And so I said, well, what happens to all the money that we took in? It wasn't discussed. Wouldn't you think they would have put one sentence in there saying that keep the money or don't keep the money, right? I guess it has to get litigated for the next 2 years. So they write this terrible, defective decision.
It's your money, by the way. Your money. Your money. Your money. The money you pay in taxes he's talking about right now. He's going to keep it all.
That was the first question I asked also to make you feel good. I said, what about all the money that we've taken in? Sir, they don't discuss that. How crazy is that?
What you're saying is, are you saying that you don't plan to honor refunds for companies that file for them?
I just told you the answer, right?
No,
I told you the answer.
you didn't.
It's not discussed. We'll end up being in court for the next 5 years. Go ahead, Green.
Thank you, Mr. President. When you are talking about the relationship with countries that you have sought trade deals with, do you anticipate that they will seek to renegotiate those? What do you say to them? And do you view this as a potential undermining power for your
We're
negotiations?
going straight ahead with 10% straight across the board, which was the absolute right to do. And that's taking place. That's a lot of money coming into our country. And then during that period of about 5 months, we are doing the various investigations necessary to put fair tariffs or tariffs, period, on other countries. So we're doing that period, but we're immediately instituting the 10% provision, which we're allowed to do. And in the end, I think we'll take in more money than we've taken in before.
Mr. President, you've used the tariff revenue to pay for a host of federal policies. You've claimed that they will pay for them. What happens to
Well, like
those
the
things?
farmers, we took care of farmers. You know, the farmers were
Farmers are
mistreated
suffering
by foreign countries.
Farmers are suffering under you.
And last week, I gave them $12 billion out of tariff money. We intend to, out of tariff money, because just so you understand, we have tariffs. We just have them in a different way. And now they've been confirmed by the Supreme Court of the United States. So there's no longer that question out there about tariffs. And we'll be taking in hundreds of billions of dollars. And countries that have treated us badly will have to pay a price for treating us badly. And countries that have been good to us will be treated very well. We just left the top person in a place called Vietnam, just left my office. Great gentleman, strong and smart. He said, you know, I think this means you're allowed to charge us more tariffs than before.
No shot, he said that.
And Canada said to Jameson, I might want to say it, Jameson, but Canada said, I hope you win this decision, because if you don't win, you'll actually be allowed to charge us, with a little additional work, higher tariffs.
No shot
Jameson,
anyone said
you want
that.
to comment on that?
Yes,
No.
So, to the president's point, we have a lot of tools out there. We have Section 122, which will be implemented today. It will be signed today and implemented very shortly. We have Section 301 investigations, which are incredibly legally durable, where we can investigate and address unfair trading practices that have led to our huge trade deficit. And so you can look forward in the coming days and weeks to seeing all of that come.
This guy wearing a World War I German helmet? The fuck is that? The fuck is that? Is that Howard Nutlick?
That's the trend it has, and we can make America great again.
No.
Several of Republicans in Congress have supported this decision by the Supreme Court, and Hakeem Jeffries, the Democratic leader, has called you a wannabe king. Why
call
wouldn't
him a low IQ?
But why wouldn't
he doesn't even know And I watched him the other day interview. The guy doesn't even know what a tariff is.
But there's been bipartisan criticism
No, not
of
bipartisan.
the tariffs.
Excuse me.
There's several
A few
Republicans
people.
have said that.
Yeah,
But
a
why
few people.
wouldn't you just work with Congress to come up with a plan?
I don't have to.
To push tariffs
I have
through?
the right to do tariffs, and I've always had the right to do tariffs.
The Supreme Court just ruled that you don't.
Congress, so there's no reason to do it. All we're doing is we're going through a little bit more complicated process. Not complicated very much, but a little more complicated than what we had. We'll be able to take in tariffs, more tariffs.
Okay,
And
he's
the
a dictator.
Congress-
He's officially a dictator.
In tariffs last week,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
been votes in the
why?
Senate against it.
Yeah, because we lost 2 Republicans or 3 Republicans because they're not good Republicans. But
yeah.
you don't say,
Of
you don't
course,
say
yeah.
that we had...
No, if you
that we
don't
got-
agree with me, your voice doesn't matter anymore, despite the fact that you're an elected official.
We do. We might have lost 3 votes, and we got... And what was the score on the Republican side? 215 to 3, right? But you don't say that. We have great unity. There's great unity in the Republican Party, and I hope everyone's going to vote Republican, because otherwise you won't have a country left, because these people have been destroying. They are destroying our country. Please.
Mr. President, the 122 tariffs, that 10%,
Yeah.
is that going to be for 150 days, or do you want to charge that indefinitely?
We have a right to do pretty much what we want to do, but we're going to charge it starting effectively. I think it's 3 days from now. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, you speak to a lot of factory workers, a lot of manufacturing workers. What does the Supreme Court ruling say? What's that message to those factory workers?
Well, I think the factory workers are happy
Bro,
because
just, if I had the chance to be in this room, I know I would only get one opportunity because they kicked me out. Everybody goes, Mr. President, then ask him a question. If I had my hand up and he picked on me, I swear to God, I go, Mr. Pedophile. And then I would ask him just to see if he even clocked it or not. Like, we need one brave journalist to do that. One brave fucking journalist to do that.
in one way. The great big beautiful act gave no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime.
None of that's true. None of that's true.
This great big beautiful bill, frankly, has been the best thing that's ever happened for the workers of the much more.
It does
so
nothing
than
for the
rich
working
people.
class. It
The only
increases
thing
the
it does-
taxes of the working class and lowers the taxes of the Epstein class. Verbatim. Like, it's non-negotiable, it's not debatable, it's an irrefutable fact. The great big beautiful bill does nothing to benefit the lives of the working class.
Doing different, not only steel products, different. He said every one of us was out of business. We could barely make it. Some of them were down to less than an hour a week. Think of it, 1 hour a week to make just a few little trinkets or whatever they make. Now they're going round the clock. I had it a month ago. I went to Michigan, went to Ford, and I met with Bill Ford, the head of Ford, and we were in one of the biggest plants, an original plant from the early 1900s, where, by the way, I might add this, it's not really relevant, but it's all relevant. Murders are down the lowest since 1900, around the time that he had this plant. That's 125 years. We have the lowest murder rate. Okay. And our crime is way down in the country. The factories that we're talking about, the people that we're talking about, they are so thrilled with Trump. So whether we charge IEEPA tariffs or whether we charge tariffs under a different section, that's what we're going to be doing. There's no way we can lever. This is what happened to our country. This is why we owe $38 trillion, which we'll get rid of in pretty good course. We have a very incompetent Fed chairman who likes high interest rates. For political reasons, he likes them. But we're going to have somebody very good. Interest rates should come down very substantially. I think we should pay the lowest interest rates on the planet. There should be no country, and we don't do that. We're number 38. This is just bad policy for a long period of time. But what's happened is we've made America strong again. We've made America great again. We should pay. As an example, the country of Switzerland, we were getting almost no tariffs from them. We had a $40 billion deficit. And the prime minister called me up. She said, but we are a small country, because I said we're going to raise it to 39% from nothing. That would have rendered them not very successful, as opposed to right now they're considered elite. But if we put a tariff, they would. And I realized then, she said, but sir, we are a small country. I said, you're a small country with a big deficit. For us, you're making a lot of money off the United States. If we do that, a lot of these elite countries, they're elite because we let them make so much money. And I want them to do well, but I don't want them to do well on the backs of the American taxpayer. So I appreciate your question. I think it's reasonable.
President Trump, you said that you were disappointed with that, but were you surprised with this decision? What you felt when you?
I was surprised because I thought that what we did was, number one, according to, I mean, I read the paragraphs. I read very well. Great comprehension. I read everything
You can't
there is to
fucking read.
and I said, we can't lose this case. But we can when judges are political, when they want to be politically correct, when they're catering to a group of people in D.C. Maybe I don't know what it is, because when you read it, there's no other interpretation. There is no other interpretation. But it's okay, because what has come out, and I'll say it for the third time and maybe the last time in a while, is that we've taken the uncertainty of tariffs out, because we had uncertainty. We got sued by sleazebags, I know them well, that are very outside country, China-centric, but outside country-centric. And they're going to end up not doing as well as they did before. America was becoming really, we're strong again. Hey, we have the strongest military. I rebuilt the military in the first term. We have the most powerful military. We make the best equipment. And even them, you know, we could do much better. We have people that get paid a lot of money to manufacture Patriot missiles and javelins and all the different things. But when you want them, they're too slow. And we put them on notice, and they're going to make, our country is building a lot of things right now, and our country is doing really well. And we're going to keep it that way. The bottom line is that the word certainty is now in the equation. Every single thing I said today is guaranteed certainty. It's been tested, as Jameson said 1,000 times. Literally, I said hundreds of times. He said, sir, actually thousands of times, and won in all of the courts. And we're just going back to that. And the problem is that we had other presidents that weren't into trade. Maybe they weren't business oriented. Maybe they weren't smart. We had some dummies too, you know. I respectfully say we had some real dummies. So we are going to keep it going just as before, probably more so. But you're no longer going to be asked, every time I got up, you'd ask, well, what happens if you can't charge tariffs? Now
Then
we
I'll
can.
do it anyway.
And by the way, in their decision, they specifically said
Then I'll do it
we
anyway.
can do these. We have alternatives, yeah.
David, on the trade deals that were negotiated using IEEPA tariffs, do those stand now, or are they have to be redone?
Well, some of them stand. Many of them stand. Some of them won't, and they'll be replaced with the other tariffs.
Mr. President, on the Supreme Court justices who ruled against this the policy, striking it down, are they still invited to your State of the Union next week? And will you speak with them?
They are invited, barely. Barely. 3 are happily invited. No, they're barely invited. Honestly, I couldn't care less if they come, okay?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. On the trade deal, which is the framework which is to be signed with India sometime soon, will that stand now? And on the decision,
changes.
Nothing changes.
No, nothing changes. They'll be paying tariffs, and we will not be paying tariffs. Our deal with India is they pay tariffs. This is a reversal from what it used to be, as you know. India, and I think Prime Minister Modi is a great gentleman, a great man, actually, but he was much smarter than the people that he was against in terms of the United States. He was ripping us off in India. So we made a deal with India, and it's a fair deal now, and we are not paying tariffs to them, and they are paying tariffs. We did a little flip.
Are up as of now for this.
Mr. President.
No, the India deal is on here.
Mr. President. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
All the deals are on. We're just going to do it a different way.
Mr. President. Thank you so much, Mr. President. I think there's another war that you stopped and you should take the credit, which is in Syria. Secretary Rubio, after his meeting in Munich with the Syrian Foreign Minister and the Kurdish General Muslim Abdi, he said that President Trump was directly involved in efforts to stop the fighting between the Kurds and the Syrians. How will your administration make sure that this peace is sustained? And do you support the idea
Well, it's a very different topic, and so I don't want to spend a lot of time. But all I can say is that the president of Syria, who I essentially put there, is doing a phenomenal job. He's a rough guy. He's not a choir boy. A choir boy couldn't do it. But Syria is coming together, really coming together well. And thus far, he's been very good to the Kurds. Yeah.
Thank you,
What's
sir.
your message, Mr. President, what's your message to the Iranian people after 2 rounds of talks with them? Do you have any message to the Iranian people?
The Iranian people in Iran or people here?
People in Iran.
They better negotiate a fair deal.
Oh, we're going to bomb the fuck out of Iran.
You know, the people of Iran are a lot different than the leaders of Iran. And it's very, very sad situation. But 32,000 people were killed over a relatively short period of time. They were going to hang 800, 2 weeks ago, hang, some by crane. They lift them up with a tall crane, and they play them around the square. They were going to hang 837 people. And I gave them the word, if you hang one person, even one person, that you're going to be hit right then and there. I wasn't waiting 2 weeks and negotiating. And they gave up the hanging. They didn't hang 837. Supposedly, they didn't hang anybody. But no, I feel very badly for the people of Iran. They've lived in hell. Please.
All of that is Mossad propaganda.
Multiple times, foreign influence over the Supreme Court. Do you have evidence of that? And if not, will you investigate that?
You're going to find out.
What alternatives are you going to put into place in your relationship with Europe, and also those tariffs that have been called illegal? How they're going to go impact the relationship with Russia? That you sanction
Well,
some
I want
countries?
Europe to strengthen up. Europe has gone woke. Europe is not recognizable when you go into so many places. Not all countries. You look at Hungary. You look at Poland, Czech. Slovakia. There are some countries that have gone very much the opposite, some really, and some others. But Europe has to be strong, and they become soft and not recognizable. You go into some of the countries. I don't
This
wanna
guy
be
represents
specific,
you, by the
I
way.
think
This guy
everyone knows
represents
what I'm
all of
talking
us.
about. And they're not recognizable. They become, the environmentalists have taken over. They've got windmills destroying their fields and their beautiful meadows and their oceans, and they're paying a fortune. Now, Europe has to get smart. Europe's getting killed on two things, energy and immigration. And if they don't solve both of them fast, Europe is not the same place. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, Justices Gorsuch and Barrett, are you surprised in particular by their decision today?
I
And
am.
do you regret nominating them?
I don't want to say whether or not I regret. I think their decision was terrible. Yeah. I think it's an embarrassment to their families. You want to know the truth? The two of them. Yeah.
Specifically on that $2,000 tariff check.
Mr. President,
I didn't call you.
You didn't call me?
Yeah, Mr. President, to be clear, do you believe at the end of implementing these new tariff tools, the tariff rate and tariffs will ultimately be higher than they currently are?
Potentially higher.
Okay.
It
Okay,
depends,
so the
whatever
Supreme
we
Court
want
is
to do.
actually nullified. So the Supreme Court rules that your tariffs are illegal, and he just said that after their ruling, we're going to increase the tariffs. That quite literally means the Supreme Court is nullified and has zero fucking power. If they make any decision that he disagrees with, he will disregard it in its entirety. That means anybody in his cabinet who disagrees with, I don't know, segregation or desegregation or gay marriage or interracial marriage, that is all now on the chopping block.
Relationship with India is fantastic. And we're doing trade with India. India pulled out of Russia. You know, India was getting its oil from Russia, right? And they pulled way back at my request because we want to settle that horrible war where 25,000 people are dying every month. And my relationship with Prime Minister Modi is, I would say, great. I also stopped a war between India and Pakistan, as you know.
No, you didn't.
10 planes we shot down. That war was going and probably going nuclear.
What?
And
wait,
just
that's
yesterday-
news? You shot down 10 planes in India and Pakistan? When the fuck were, what? What the fuck? What are you talking about? This whole thing happened like a year ago.
Okay. I just want to thank you all. Look, great certainty has been brought back to the economy of the United States and actually the economy of the world, because we generate so much in the world. We're the biggest in the world, and we're now the strongest by far. We were a country that was dead 1.5 years ago. Now we have the hottest country in the world. We're going to keep it that way. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Did you say 32,000 were killed in Iran, sir?
Oh. We did it. We locked eyes. And we waltzed through the fire. And now you're more informed. You know what he said. Some fucking dumbass himbo, red hat wearing piece of shit is going to tell you he didn't say that. You watched him say it. You watched him say it. Okay? You got through it. Oh my God, he just terminated the entire fucking Supreme Court, bro. He just terminated the entire fucking Supreme Court. What is this? There's two types of men in this world. There's mommy men and there's good girl men.
They're very easily swayed. I want to be a good boy.
What?
I have very effectively utilized.
Oh my God, he's
over
me.
The past year to make a.
Oh my God, that's so relatable. Oh my God, he's me. There's two types of men in this world. There's Oh, Jesus. That's so fucked, bro. He just terminated the fucking Supreme Court. He just terminated the Supreme Court on live television. That's so fucking crazy. Unbelievable. All right. That's it for the live stream. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta get some food in me. Nelson, if you want in, TLT tonight, I think at like 7 or 8. I'll text you when we figure out the actual time. Either it's 7 or 8. If you want in, Nelson. All right, I'm out of here. Fuck that, bro. My head hurts. My head actually hurts. Thank you very much for tuning into the Valenti Vibe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That costs you nothing, and it helps me immensely. And also donate to the channel if you want to help me out. This is real independent media. You have a good one, guys. We'll get through this. We'll get through this. Later. Later.